Hi folks, Rodney here again. I want to do a real quick video, and what I want to talk about is, should you go out and spend the money on a brand new bike? Number one, what are you looking for? I think a lot of people like new and shiny and always want something different. And I'm just like you. Trust me, I like new bikes. But one of the things that I've found over the last several years is that you can go out there and buy a brand new bike, and in stock form, it's typically not going to be the best bike for you. What I mean by that is that, if you've had and you ride quite a bit, one of the things you're going to find is that, there's no perfect bike. Whether it be the suspension you don't like, whether it be the engine characteristic you don't like, there's just no perfect bike. And so one of the things I'm suggesting is that, maybe go out there and spend some money on some upgrades to make the bike best suited for you. Let me give you a couple examples. I had a 2017 Honda CRF 450 RX, and by the time it was all said and done, I had about 11 grand into the bike. I put a couple $1,000s worth of upgrades on the bike, and I thought that it really made quite a difference, and it did, but then ended up having motor issues, and so I got rid of the bike. Well, when I got rid of the bike, I made a mistake of doing trade-in, and of course trade-in was worth about $400 to $4,500. So I lost quite a bit of money. So one of the things that I think will really benefit somebody is that if you take the time, spend some money on some upgrades. So I got factory connection. I know there's quite a few people out there that will just buy a bike and they'll ride it in stock form. They won't mess with the clickers, they won't do anything else, and then they're wondering why the bike's not getting any better, or their skill level's not getting any better. And you're out there, and if you're riding trails, it's deflecting off all the rocks and you're not quite sure why. So the thought process is, well, let's just go buy a brand new bike. It's got to be better. And yes, over the years they have made bikes better. You see all these factory riders riding different brands of bikes, and they put suspension on them that they want. They tune the motors the way they want them. Everybody kind of runs the same tires. So, it's just about setting the bike up for you. I'm going to give you some examples here of the things I've done to the bikes. I put a factory connection link set. This is my KTM 250XC. It's got a Honda progressive steering dampener on it. I've got the factory connection extended pull arms or pull rods on my Yamaha. We've got, of course, the factory connections, done the suspension on all of my bikes. Got the ASB unbreakable levers. Of course, in Oregon we have to run a spark arrestor, so both my bikes have spark arrestors on them. I changed the sprocket and the chains on them. Just some things that makes it more comfortable for me. Those are some upgrades that you can do to the bike that will make a world of difference. I just put the extended pull rods on the Yamaha. It makes it feel more connected to the ground. It's also more plush, so the shock is more plush. You get less braking bump chop when you're coming in. And then big benefit on this Yamaha, it's got the Yamaha Power Tuner app. So a lot of people have issues with the way the characteristic of the bike is already set up. You can take the ECU from your stock bikes, and in a lot of cases you can have it sent into like, Jamie Ellis at Twisted Development, or you can have Tokyo Mods do a mod on the ECU and get it to be more set up the way you want it. The Yamaha Power Tuner app allows you to adjust it exactly the way you want it. And so it's been pretty awesome. I've got I think 5 different maps set up in there now. I just tried out the Travis Preston 2.0 map again the other day and really love that map. When I first got the bike, obviously our skill levels improve as we get used to the bike, and it felt like it was too much for me. And so there again, like I said, being able to change those maps makes a world of difference. Was it worth, going out and buying a brand new bike? Well, the upgrades I've made to it now, yes, hands down, this is the best bike that I've had in the Yamaha. But then I also love my KTM 250XC as well. One's better in the woods, one's better on the wide open, and they both have their perks for different reasons. So, don't go out there and spend the money unless you're ready for another bike. Granted, if the bike has a lot of hours on it and you need to do something anyway, by all means. But if you're just searching for that perfect ride, like I said, there is no perfect ride. Just go out there and do the upgrades on the bike, make it best suited for you, get your suspension revalved, work on your ignition and your mapping if you need to. Tires are another one. You know, if you don't like the way the tires are performing, don't be afraid to change tires and try something different. But definitely don't be that person that just drives it in stock form and don't ever mess with the suspension. You're never gonna get any better than what it already is. So that bike can be suited for you. You're gonna have a great time and you'll realize that pretty soon, hey, I love this bike. I don't need to go out and get something different. So hopefully this helps you. If you guys like, if you like the videos, please like, subscribe, share them with somebody else if you think somebody else can benefit from them. And if you have any comments, feel free to send me a comment. I'll be more than happy to return it. And I don't claim to know everything, but over the quite a few years of riding and just kind of tampering with things, I see things that I like and things that it can improve, and hopefully it'll help somebody else. We're all just a riding community trying to help each other out. Have a great day.